Looks like Murphy was doing more than smuggling chems. These look like refugees. Synths, maybe, but I can't say for sure. What's your name, child? They're too frightened to speak, and I can't say I blame them. But we can't just leave them here, either. Perhaps we should ask our mutual friend in the railroad how best to proceed.
Well, hello. Hey, sweetie.
Heard about what happened at the waterfront. Don't know if those kids are really synths, but we'll find them a good home regardless. The question is, what were they doing there? Did you find anything else at the hotel? Anything that might shed a light on what happened?
I did. Can you take a look at this?
Shit. Not sure what to make of it. According to this, the drop was handled by an agent named Castle. That's impossible.
Who is this guy?
Not is. Was. Past tense. And I'm not ready to rip up the death cert just yet. But
Why do you say that?
Castle's dead. Not just dead like. I heard it through the grapevine that he stepped on a frag dead. I mean, dead. Dead. I should know. I'm the one who killed him. Castle was a heavy. And I don't just mean the guns. He was one of those people who was all about the big picture, heavy into the ideals. He hated that we blended synths back into society. He felt like it didn't help the cause because people just assumed that they were human. Castle wanted a world where synths didn't have to hide. And he didn't want to wait for it.
And you? What do you think?
I'm too old to be idealistic. It's not the first time a friend's turned their back on me. Truth is, after what happened to me in DC, it was hard to trust anyone. And even when you do find somebody, there's always a part of you that isn't sure if the next person's gonna betray you. But the one thing about Castle is, he never betrayed his ideals. In the end, that's what he was loyal to. In a weird way, I could respect that.
So what happened to this castle?
He started outing synths. He thought if he put a face to their fears, people would accept us. But all he ended up doing was putting their lives in danger. In the end, I think he knew he fucked up. When I finally found him, he was just sitting there, in the rain, staring at an old tire swing. He asked me if his wife would forgive him. I told him I didn't know.
Sounds like a tough situation.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, you need people like that if you're gonna have a rebellion. Serious types get shit done. You get too many jokers like Deacon and all of a sudden people lose focus on what's important. But sometimes it doesn't matter how much truth you speak if the world isn't ready to listen. Eventually it starts having the opposite effect. The more you scream, the more people tune you out.
So, what next?
Well, if we want to find out if Castle's alive, the first place to check would be his grave. Doesn't take a deer stalker have to follow the trail from there.
I met plenty of weirdos in my day, but these bozos are off the scale.
Hi.
So, is it my turn yet?
Let's head out.
You bring the traveling music, I'll bring the gun.
It's hard not to get twitchy in places like this. At this point, I'm conditioned to think every cemetery is infested with ghouls. Not sure when America turned into the world's worst monster movie, At least the jump scares are fresh. This isn't a new do. My hairs are just, standing on end. Here's the burial chamber. His coffin should be over on the left. Well, that's Castle. Doesn't get much better than that. Guess the same goes for our trail.
What a waste of time.
Not entirely. We did get some good exercise, and you got to work on your patience. Not that it helped much. Anyways, since we're here, we may as well check the body for clues.
Are you sure?
Well, never hurts to check the body. Can't tell you how many times I thought a feral was dead, only to have it turn my boot into breakfast. Might find a clue too if we're lucky.
What now?
Check the body, see if we can't find something. Synth parts, vampire bites, a pulse. Anything that might suggest that he's been walking around in his spare time. Right now, my money's on an evil twin.
We can talk to him. Feel like holding a seance?
Sure, we got the candles. All we need is a medium and a Ouija board. Or we could just search the body for clues. One time, I found this pretty strong harness on a rig. Any luck?
I found this.
Huh. Looks like a business card from Memory Den. Experience the memories of your favorite celebrities, athletes, and artists here at the Memory Center. Now, that can't be right. Memory dens are supposed to let you relive your own memories, not the memories of other people. Still, at least we have another lead. Best thing to do is go to the address and check it out. Holy shit, what was that? Heads up. Damn. Looks like they blew up the tunnel and trapped us all in. And by the way this place is shaking, it feels like the whole place might cave in. Look for a rail sign, another lever, a switch, something to get us out of here. Nice work. Let's go. By the way, there's something I didn't mention back there. One of those attackers, I think I knew him. Went by the codename Chaplin. Didn't know him well, mind you. Fact is, I only met him once. It was the day he gave me the lead on how to find Castle. But that's not the crazy part. The crazy thing is, the guy I met, he hated Castle. I think his exact words were, I want him to suffer. Now they're working together. Shit would only make sense if his memory got wiped, and that only works on synths.
Working together? What do you mean by that?
Well, my guess is they were trying to 86 the corpse. But getting rid of the body means nada if you got two witnesses. Point is, Chaplin went dark months after Castle died. If he had a problem with how it went down, no one told me. To be honest, I'm a bit worried about who we'll run into next.
Why would it only work on a synth?
Well, for one, we don't know how human brains work. At least that's how Doc Amari explained it to me. Can't just erase and replace a lump of meat like you can a hard drive. At least I used to think so. Now, I'm not so sure.
Anyone else who was around back then?
You mean someone that isn't with the railroad now? I mean, people go dark all the time. Either they die or their cover's blown, or maybe they just want out. But when they do, they never come back. Not like this.
What's our next move?
According to the business card, the memory center isn't too far from here. That should tell us more. Let's go.
No way to pick this.